Hello, welcome. Today we'll talk on about Dasha. I have divided this topic into three parts. I will be taking three areas. First, let's talk about the new Dasha, which means the new you, and how we combine static and dynamic promises, and what the power of a debilitated moon is. This happens every time. When conditions change, our environment, people, rounds, opportunities, proteges, alignment, everything changes. This doesn't change sometimes. When does it change? We'll judge Dashanath's power. No house works alone. If a child asks about education and career choices, secondly, no house works in isolation. For example, if a child is asking me what kind of education he should get, which field he should go into, check the 10th house for career support. Identify the current dasha and the support from the 4th and 5th houses. When the time for a career comes, we need to see which dasha is active and the 4th and 5th houses supporting the 10th house. Only after all of this can we say something, right? So, how do we look at that? A weak moon adapts and achieves beyond a strong moon. Always, weak moon is considered bad and exhausted, and good moon is considered good. But how? The moon which adapts according to the situation can take us to heights, can make us do what exalted moon will never make us do. We will talk about all of this, so let's get started. So basically, we are going to combine static and dynamic promises. What are the powers of Dashanath? When Dasha changes, how do our education, career, personalities, and priorities change? Today, instead of talking theoretically, let's get straight to the chart. When these clients come to me and ask about their education timing, they want to know which field they should go into. First and foremost, I need to know their country, the time period, and a bit of their family background history. Then I will focus on the chart and always start from the ascendant. I noticed that the ascendant lord is Jupiter. Jupiter is sitting in the 10th house of its sign, and along with it is the sun, which is the lord of the 6th house, but is a friend. So the first thing that comes to my mind is that this native is in a fire element sign with a fire element planet, and the 10th house is a house of growth. So she wants to prove something in life. She wants to do something. She wants to make her identity. And she doesn't want to hold back because the 10th house won't let her stay behind. She won't be afraid of competition either because the planets will be her friends. And there will be competitions in life that will lead them towards victory. The sixth Lord is your friend. So competitions work in your favor and you win them. And when I look at the moon chart, it's very contradictory to that moon. Mind in watery sign, Ketu, 20th house, moon, 4th house, ascendant lord to 10th house. And my moon sign is in the 4th house from itself, where the ascendant lord is taking me to the 10th house. It's indicating this moon chart, world versus home. I want to be with my family in my own environment because the 10th house talks about the world, about recognition, while the 4th house talks about going within, about home, land, and people. In that space, you don't care much about the world. If they have a little reserved personality, then their outer and inner personality can be quite contrasting. Where this mind or personality seems to be very sharp, it can actually be a bit reserved at heart. You've noticed one thing, the moon here looks very weak, which is a very important planet for me. It will be the friend of the ascendant lord sitting in the 9th house in a debilitated, cruel sign along with Ketu, and it's also affecting the intellect. Ketu doesn't have any directional strength or positional strength near the moon. So it seems that she might not be very intelligent in studies or may not be able to achieve much in life because the moon lacks strength. The moon defines so what they did, I will tell you further. So, talking about education, when I learned about their family history and background, and I saw that it was the time period of Mercury, I thought about how she could enter that field. And Mercury is also my 4th lord, which is in Scorpio, in the 9th house, along with my 5th lord, sitting with Ketu. Now, all this information I have, what will it bring to my mind? I observed how Ketu influences education and what kind of professions it leads to. Ketu should lead your mind towards computers, technical programming, microbiology, electronics, language, psychology provide education that converts into professions like research and language studies, translators, knowledge, specialties, or garbage. Ketu gives us management. The moon is also present. For you, will take lodge. The moon and Mercury also indicate education in fields like pharmaceuticals, marine biology, finance, and dance, which ultimately lead to conversions into professions, nurturing, medical, textiles, restaurant tourism, writing, tourism, navy, water, plants, and dairy products are some of the fields where Mercury is also present. Mercury is the fourth lord, so they can provide education in fields like computer graphics, styling, fashion, botany, and software engineering. With that, I can work in business, finance as an advisor, in hotels as a diplomat, in teaching, architecture, and Indian painting. But, which houses and signs have they received? Knight against means education or whatever your father has been doing. Whatever your Linus has been doing, you can do that. In Scorpio, the vote transforms Scorpio, which can lead to professions in real estate, insurance, detective work, surgery, drug related fields, accident work, research mining, and underground or underwater jobs. Now I need to see if I place these planets in Scorpio, which energy I will be defining and which energy I will be suppressing. All the combination schemes that are forming are happening in the Anuradha nakshatra. Vishakha, Anuradha, and Jeshta differ. Each emphasizes a profession. This sign suggests work in bars. In the same sign, like Anuradha, it indicates work related to leak, bars, pubs, politicians, lawyers, research, scientists, mark or criminal lawyers, prostitutes, stock market or mining. Now please tell me about their family history and dynamics. I looked at their ascendant in the tent, and seeing Jupiter there, I thought that, yes, they could relate to education, government, competition, or teaching related work in the coming time. Their Ketu time is currently running with Mercury. When she is studying, if her history is of doctors, what should I tell her? Let me tell you what she does. She is a microbiologist, one of the leading doctors who used to research microorganisms in the lab during the clone time. She would predict when the corona would go away and how much trouble we would be in. She's one of those leading doctors. So basically, I more want to tell you what it used to do during its Ketu time period and how it shifted as soon as Venus came. Till now, I have told you that if we get any query regarding education, then how do we deal with which houses and what suggestion do we give? Basically, you don't have to become God, you need to provide guidance that these are the combinations in the chart as per your personality and based on your background. You can work during the Ketu time period, she worked from behind. Behind the scenes, we see Scorpio and Ketu because they also don't want to come forward. Their research work was highly regarded at that time. Along with working in the lab, they also did teaching where they taught students how to work on microorganisms in the lab for long periods. So basically, that was all. Now, regarding hard work, there wasn't much focus on money because you are in a watery sign and a Brahmin sign. Brahmin, all. Now, about knowledge and education. As soon as Venus comes in, Venus is sitting in the earth sign, and Kama is in the earth sign as well. Basically, the focus that was initially on knowledge and giving attributes, which was shown by water, has now shifted. Now, where has his shift gone? I want to gain something. I need to hold on to it. In the earth element sign, where Scorpio talks about behind the scenes, Capricorn talks about hard work, but also about recognition. Now, as soon as Venus comes in, she says she wants to do practical work. After so many years of hard work, she needs recognition for it. She wants to lead her institute. So, this is how the change of the Dasha happens. Your mindset completely changes, where your thinking shifts and opportunities start coming in. For that, she will need to submit some paperwork. The paperwork comes from thought and it's research. Paperwork that comes from the eighth house. Venus rules the third and eighth houses, and she will be successful because is in the 11th house, which is a friendly sign. In Capricorn, if Venus is not good regarding relationships, it is very good regarding work. We were talking about the moon. How can the moon, which looks so weak, make her such a good doctor? The moon and Mercury are both in the D9 in earth element signs, and both have gained strength, the Lagna. Lord is very strong. When the Lagna Lord is weak and Mercury is affected in continuity, it points towards weaknesses in those departments or weak signs in the D9, which can indicate autism or a weak mind or a confused mind. But when these people gain strength in the D9, and if the note is very strong, they come out like geniuses. The association of Moon, Ketu, and Mercury is not always bad. It sometimes creates genius people. The moon gives us focus and determination, which we cannot expect from an exalted moon. During Ketu's time period, her position was the first pada, so she wanted self-discovery through profession and love for family because the first pada shows that. Now, when her Venus period has come, it is in the third pada, so she wants to communicate, she wants to contact, she wants to mingle with people, and we must not forget Venus's own nature. So, this is how you correlate static and dynamic promises and how we change with changing Dasha. And of course, whenever you talk about career, the 10th house along with the 11th house will also be important. Her 11th lord has gone to the 8th house. What is the higher one? So she will earn money through research work. I hope you found today's video useful. Which phase is coming and how it reflects in life. I really enjoy seeing that. I hope next time when you combine changing Dasha and static dynamic promises, you will also have a lot of fun. Thank you so much.